Welcome to the latest Libertas video. Today we are going to be starting a new project. We're going to be working on the Alexios and Kassandra left and right van braces from Assassin's Creed Origins. Now this is coming up in October real quick, so we're going to be working on these and hopefully going to beat the game's release. But nevertheless, like I've said in previous videos, super excited about this game. It deals with stuff that I'm really passionate about. Ancient Greece and ancient Rome were basically what I studied in college. I was a classical history major, so absolutely love the time period. As you can see, we have some Corinthian helmets here in the background that were a testament to my enthusiasm for the ancient Greek culture. So very exciting, very exciting. So today we're going to be starting off specifically with the preparation for these gauntlets. I'll take you through some processes of what I do when I prepare for making these armor pieces, and so we'll take it right on over. Now, before this recording, I did get a few shots of me drawing out on this piece of paper, or pad of paper, my initial preliminary sketches. Now, the reason why I do this, I do it with every single armor piece that I work on. I have to sketch stuff out. It's just the way my mind works. I need to physically draw stuff out to understand how it's put together. It really reinforces it in my mind of what I'm doing and what I'm trying to accomplish. So you'll see right here we have a whole bunch of sketches, and I'll just take you really quickly through them. Breaking down the armor, it's got these 4 smaller plates that do attach to a main plate that goes onto a corded wrap that goes around the arm. And now these brass or bronze pieces, probably bronze considering the time period, are attached by this smaller corded wrap. So very interesting design, very segmented. This is what we saw with Bayek's left gauntlet, left gauntlet, as well as Altair's left van brace. Now, something I learned previously, the difference between a van brace and a gauntlet. The gauntlet will cover the hand as well, or at least protect the hand as well, versus a van brace will only cover the arm. Now, these will be what I'm going to call gauntlets, because the leather wrap cord actually does come down and protect part of the hand. So I'm assuming that's part of the armor. We do have the cloth version over here for the right van brace or gauntlet. Unfortunately, and please forgive me when I do misinterpret the name, but I'll go back and forth calling these a van brace or a gauntlet, but they are gauntlets. So hopefully that's what I'll put in the title. Nevertheless, we're going to put all of these plates on top of the main plate. We're going to rivet them down, probably with Chicago screw rivets, because that will give us the most flexibility, but should make that one contained piece. Then that will go on top of the leather wrap, like I said, and then the cords. So very interesting design there. I think that'll be a fun one to do. The right one is slightly different. It's much more leather based, based on what we see in the picture. We have 3 brass accents that come down, kind of caving in on one another or surrounding one another. This whole piece is stitched together, so we could feasibly put this as one solid piece, or we could split it up, depending on how you want to go about it, which fabric you're going to be working in, or material I should say. If you're doing foam, it might be just as easy to make one solid piece, just fake the crease and then put some seams in there. Or if you're doing it leather, I'd probably suggest splitting it all up. Now for this particular project, we are going to be working in foam. There's a lot of cool things you can do with foam, like heat forming and all that, make it a lot more feasible and applicable to everyone who would want to make a gauntlet without spending all the time and resources on doing leather tooling. Now, I love to work in leather. I had an absolute blast doing the Bayek gauntlet last year, but I did realize this is a lot to undertake if you're just wanting to get into creating some of these van braces but don't want to spend all that much money. Foam is definitely a much better option. So we're going to start there. And of course, we can always use those foam templates to help make the leather. It's just kind of changing out your materials that you're using and how you're attaching them. Very exciting. So we'll start here with the foam, and that's how we're going to go forward. Of course, then there's this much more detailed leather piece that goes on top of it. It has all these small little beads that would be very interesting and difficult to work with. if you're looking at doing a leather piece. And then you have these brass accents that have embossing of both the twin snakes and then the eagle holding the snake. So that is attached down using a leather wrap similar to what we see on the left vambrace or gauntlet. And then we have much more of a fabric arm wrap. Now, of course, the one thing that I'm thinking right off the bat is how do we make this so much easier to put on your arm multiple times without having to wrap your arm, put the brass piece on, tie it down with the leather cords. That's just going to be a pain in the butt. So how do we make that faster? And so I even wrote that down in my notes. I mean, I think this is super helpful for me. Don't know if it would be helpful for you, but even writing something as simple as that down in my notes, I'm immediately thinking maybe we do a very, very quick vambrace for the left and right arm out of 2mm foam, and then use that to wrap your arm, gluing down the fabric so it stays in the exact same place every single time. And then maybe you make an incision that you can kind of pull on and off the gauntlet. Now, of course, then we've got to figure out a way to attach those quickly. We could use a zipper potentially, or we could come up with some other idea. So I'm going to keep mulling over that as we continue moving forward, and hopefully we'll have some cool solution. But nevertheless, that's kind of my process. I just draw every single thing down, really ingrain it in my brain, and then figure out how I'm going to really make that a reality. So I think we have some cool ideas here, and you know, it should be a fun project. So hopefully, if this is the first time, maybe you're coming into this, never have made anything, you're interested in making something, I think this will be a great opportunity. If you're not really interested in making it, hopefully it's going to be entertaining. Nevertheless, we do have some cool opportunities here. Now, last time it took like 9 videos to complete this project. Who knows how long this one's going to take us, but the whole purpose of this channel is to encourage and to inspire and to really, you know, hopefully somewhat entertain, but really get you guys out there to create your own stuff. Like I said, doing this stuff in foam is going to be a lot more accessible to a lot more people and still give you some really cool results. So I'm excited. I hope you are as well. That's going to do it for this video. I'm going to put some resources down below in the links. Of course, there's people that I've been watching on YouTube that have really encouraged me, got me excited about doing this whole project in foam. So Evil Ted, Punish Props Academy, there's a lot of cool stuff out there. Resources, so I'll put those in the description as well. But other than that, that's going to do it. We'll see you on the next Libertas video.